Saul Canelo Alvarez is rightfully considered the face of modern boxing. And even though the former pound-for-pound leader is no longer as formidable as, say, 3 years ago, his experiences and skills are still quite enough to make noise at a high level. The career of a red-haired Mexican is impressive. For 18 years in the professional ring, Saul has collected the scalps of 20 world champions. Of course, they can't all be put in the same row, but such an achievement has already firmly staked out a place in the Hall of Fame for Canelo. Alvarez has titles in 4 weight categories, and his popularity in his native Mexico, he is second only to the great Julio Cesar Chavez. In today's section, we'll talk about the fight which became kind of a springboard for the star Mexican, confirming the validity of his claims to his high place under the sun in the hierarchy of professional boxing. Starting his career in October 2005, by September 2010, Alvarez had 34 fights, and in 33 he celebrated victory, 25 of which he completed ahead of schedule. It is worth noting that Saul's professional debut took place when the boxer was only 15 years old. Moreover, it cannot be said that the young lion rested on his laurels. The level of his opposition, given his very young age, was quite solid. In less than 5 years, Alvarez beat future world champion Miguel Vasquez twice, former title contender Jose Miguel Cotto, and also destroyed the dangerous Colombian puncher Raul Pinzon in just 1 round. Realizing that it was time for his ward to raise the level of opposition, Sal's promoter Oscar De La Hoya scheduled for September 18th a duel with an experienced Argentine veteran of the ring, Carlos Baldomir, who in the recent past held the world welterweight title. Carlos Baldomir spent his first 12 years in the professional ring without much brilliance, having put together a not very impressive record, 41-9-6, with 12 knockouts. The Argentine could not be called a boxer of the highest level. However, he more than compensated for the lack of talent with hard work, perseverance, and impressive fortitude. Only once, back in 1994, Baldomir capitulated ahead of schedule. A leap in the fighter's career occurred on January 7, 2006 at the age of 34, when he sensationally outboxed the most dangerous Zab Judah and took away his WBC welterweight title. The stunning effect of the victory over Judah was probably second only to the sensation of all time, the victory of Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson. It's not surprising that many attributed the success of Carlos to a glitch, but in July 2006, the champion again wiped the nose of the skeptics, knocking out the public favorite, Arturo Gatti, in the 9th round. The Argentine's happy fairy tale ended in November 2006 when he was defeated with exemplary ease in each of the 12 rounds by the magnificent Floyd Mayweather. In the summer of 2007, the veteran got another chance to get the title of champion, but already a category higher. But he did not take advantage of his chance, conceding, as they say, by 1 wicket to the much more sophisticated Vernon Forrest. The fight with the young talent Alvarez was the last chance for the 39-year-old Baldomir to stay afloat. He decided apparently that it would not be a problem for a 20-year-old youth to upset his mental balance before the fight. The veteran was not particularly shy in his expressions before the fight. He's not bad enough, I admit, but who the hell is he to be considered a favorite in a fight with me? I beat Judah and Gatti, and on September 18th, I'll make another sensation by spanking this youngster, whom you all have elevated to the rank of favorite. That's the difference between us. I'm a real man, and Alvarez is still a boy. A very cruel lesson awaits the Mexican. I'll beat him up, but it will do him good. After our fight, Saul will become a man. The veteran practiced eloquence.
This is going to be a big test for a young, up-and-coming, gifted fighter like Canelo.
And keep in mind, Baldomir missed weight by him from Baldomir for missing weight, assuming Alvarez believes he'll be making chump change. Canelo in the white trunks, Baldomir in the black.
Giving that kind of money.
Looking ahead, I'll say that Alvarez made a great impression. He demonstrated a very high quality and mature performance, demonstrating composure and self-control, not at all characteristic of a 20-year-old young man. The initial rounds were not particularly productive, kindly allowing the veteran to work as the first to number. Alvarez at these moments acted cautiously and prudently, not forcing events, and creating the illusion of a competitive battle.
Is his money punch. Down with jabs, and with the older fighter, you got to feint. You got to show him things that aren't there for you to fall off balance.
And Baldomir just got him on the right, Sergio.
No, he's surprising me a little bit because he's staying so poised. Usually, Mexican fighters, especially right shots and opportunities.
Swing and a miss there for Baldomir.
He's a technician for an up-and-comer, a guy that's not going to go anywhere. It's going to test you.
Nice hook there from Tata. Turn into a brawler like so many Mexican legends have done, Sergio. He's much more surgical.
Right now he's boxing, and he's surprising me a little bit.
And
Baldomir's having a pretty good round. I mean, the quieter the round, the better. If you could keep the fight...
Nice left hand from Baldomir.
Keep the fight in the middle of the ring, just a young up-and-comer. That's what you got to do to knock in rounds. He's not letting the younger man fight the younger man's fight. That's perfect for you. You want to keep the fight quiet. You don't want no ruckus. You don't want combinations. You don't want speed and movement and agility. You want to keep the fight as quiet as possible, get these rounds in, and that's how you shock and upset a younger, powerful, one of the greatest boxers of our generation, and Floyd Mayweather. So he's looking back-to-back really good.
Over Arturo Gatti. Stopped him in the 9th round, and you know how tough you got to be to beat Thunder.
He's giving like he's getting. He's controlling the pace, and we got to keep the crowd quiet as well.
Baldomir fighting out of Argentina. Santa Fe to beat.
With each passing round, the Mexican acted more and more effectively and confidently, bringing his weighty blows to the strong head of the opponent. Baldomir's pressure, noticeably inferior to his opponent in speed, did not bring dividends, and the veteran simply does not know how to act otherwise. The main intrigue was only whether Saul would jam the Argentine all 12 rounds, or still be able to stop the Iron veteran ahead of schedule. The answer to this was received already in the 6th round.
Fairly even fight so far.
Fairly even, but Canelo's barely missing with some big shots right there.
Every time Baldomir reacts, his body is moved. A couple jabs there from
set up a left hook.
He's got the entry jab and the exit jab working.
Beautiful. And I love that.
Moment Canelo can land one of his patented big shots, but it's Baldomir. Now can Canelo content to sit back and counterpunch, not really going forward.
To catch him with a hard shot.
He's got that left hand cocked and ready.
I used to love that punch myself. It was kind of like a Roy Jones. You tap him with a jab just so you can get your opponent to block it. You get him to bite, and you come around turning that jab into a hook. And after you catch your opponent off guard.
Look at these jabs. And that'll do it for round 2. Moment for Canelo.
Handpicked with the right name, though. That's the thing. So he's not a heavy hitter, but he might not be a heavy hitter, but he takes a heavy shot upstairs.
He's
that
durable.
Took a little bit too much. I mean, he should be setting it up with counters just like that. That right hand right there. He steps back.
Nice jab. Gets him.
Right there.
Swing and a miss again. Gets a big result. Want to win. He wants a knockout over Baldomir, who hasn't been stopped
because he's keeping the younger man at bay. Like, he hasn't really keep the fight in the middle of the ring.
You know, tested his chin. Baldomir might be thinking, hey, let's see what this kid's made of if I can land a heavy hand.
Shot on the inside. On the outside, when Canelo steps back, just like he did right there, looking for counters, that's what Alvarez wants to do with the older fighter. Make him step back, make his leg.
Canelo, with his strength, his speed, and his timing, which is seemingly led him. Baldomir looked like he got a shot in on the inside. Nice left hand, and now Baldomir coming forward a little bit. Baldomir's not the type of guy that's just going to come in here and lay down. He wants the win.
He knows the game plan is going to depend on exactly what type of fight, bringing the fight to him. He's coming up a little short.
Nice left there from Canelo. Maybe his best punch of the fight. Baldomir trying to get one back, and you know what? Last couple. Canelo wanted a brilliant performance, wanted to get the attention of the boxing world, even at the young age of 20. Right hand there for Baldomir, who's coming inside again.
Alvarez, I'm curious to see.
No, straight right hand grazes off the temple.
See, this is where he doesn't want to be. Alvarez, he's timing him right now. He knows, like right there.
Canelo has long said he wants to be the next Muhammad Ali, which is obviously about as tough a road you could ever go.
Missing with some big shots right now. He's getting closer and closer to land those big shots. Barely missing. You know, Baldomir could take a big shot, but with a big puncher, like, he has to close the distance. I don't like this distance that he's giving the younger, stronger fighter.
Baldomir now trying to press. Baldomir seems like he's getting a little momentum working his way.
Definitely has the experience. So he has the experience. He knows how to waste
years and say, you know what? Canelo Alvarez was the best name on his resume.
Canelo bring the fight to him.
In the ensuing exchange, Alvarez struck a crushing left side, which even the persistent Baldomir could not stand, who for the first time in 16 years remembered the bitter taste of an early defeat. Sal's victory by a clean knockout in the 6th round.
Big uppercut and a double uppercut now for Canelo.
I don't like the body language by Baldomir here.